I mean, so far the Toads seem pretty benevolent, if not just obsessive collectors. You know, with Growl's great knowledge of the oceans, I'm surprised he didn't see the attack coming, and I'm also thinking that, wouldn't that mean he's, you know, at risk of corruption by, the ocean-based old gods? Because that's what got Netarian. Not Netarian. That's what got, Deathwing. He was guardian of the earth, dragon aspect of the earth. The old gods were trapped in the earth, and as such, he was prisoner of his own domain. Because he couldn't help but hear all their whispers. So if he's, you know, see you, Oa, you know, when you just hear all their whisper, the whisper of N'Zoth. We rarely see these screens anymore. They're rare, even older, but you rarely see these. There's a feeling of anticipation emanating from the bowl. Now this is an offering worthy of my attention. The deliciously sharp scent of Naga rage-infused blood, the sweet tender morsels. I will attend for this. And that got me 82 rep. It's like doing a world quest. Actually, it's due to the current bonus, it's actually less than doing a world quest. But anyway, the delicious, sharp scent of Naga rage-infused blood. Alright. An interesting phrasing. Beneath the waves, those witches there. In my temple? Sylvas is stretching past the realm of that which you can comprehend. There is a darkness seeking them, and they call to it. Our kind will become no more than a hollow tool to those who may answer. I feel it moving beneath us, around us. I feel like a tremor through my being. There's a pressure there. It's a greater weight than that of the deepest ocean. We must stop them. They are not welcome here. An opportunist with dark ambitions. To the south, you'll find what remains of my temple. I will find you there, and we will teach the Naga about the fury of a shark loa. So, Whispering Horror and Summoner. I was hoping it would give me water beating as a boost, but apparently not. Spirit of Graw. Not going to take physical form? Probably for the best. God damn, Growl is potent. Or did I do most of that damage? Without even realizing. Just get rid of this thing. I can still hear you, Master. The Naga are trying to hide something. My strength may be waning, but one should never underestimate a Loa. A dark soul has infiltrated the Zenshui Council, seeking an accord with Ashara. Some followed through greed or fear. Others were too trusting and believed his lies. We fall one by one. They will soon clear the path of resistance. Ashara's motives are hidden behind a vast darkness. She reaches into a place from where she cannot return. I would pity her, but she killed my followers. When the time comes, I will rip her apart. Ooh, the galley banquet finally sold. There's something out there. There is darkness. the Naga's motives here were not self-driven. I will find out more. Grow in strength and wisdom, Palnai. We will need it. Oh, and here's another pub. Nimi, the fish. Growl's blessing. Growl is with you. You feel at home in the water. Yeah, we've made buddies with a shark loa. That's pretty cool, actually. And I got 165 rep for that. Woo woo. Mount up. I'm just gonna leg it from these. I don't have much interest in fighting them. This is actually pretty cool. I like this quest. It's interesting. Ow, my spine. The two tones are gonna go fuck them up. It seems the Naga moves up in threat level from mere nuisance. These are dark days indeed. But that council, and seeking an accord with Ashara. That is cryptic. I don't know what he means. I thought Ashara was already allied with the old gods. But if there's a dark soul trying to seek an accord with her, is it some other minion of the old gods trying to manipulate her in some other way? Or is it some other faction trying to fuck with her? Or did I misread? Or did I misread it and it's actually like was the council one of Ashara's things, or is the council something else? I have no idea. Like he's mentioned a council. I assumed that was one of was Ashara's thing, but I know maybe I misunderstood what it meant somehow. Okay, let's go do 2 more quests. Emergency management. Okay, if I go down this way and up there, I can easily beat him up. But yeah, apparently night elves were once trolls. That's what people have been saying on the lore front there. And the effect of the Moonwell transformed them into the elves we now know. Not the Moonwell, the Well of Eternity. I've no way back up, so I'm just going to have to whistle. Should be closer. Ah. Not close enough. Anyway, if we head up to Scale Trader here, I can just pop in here. I won't be doing this, won't be doing that. But I can then head over and beat up this, I guess. I really should have just, you know, not fucked up there with the navigation. But, whatever. At the end of the day, I still get to here. So, that's what matters. I feel like I need to put on hand gel. It's an obsessive thing. I keep swearing I feel something hit my hands. Umbragin. You know what? I don't care enough right now. I'll get it I'll kill it eventually. If I can bring myself to do it when I can fly.
Evil comes to this land as naturally as a choking vine. Cut it short and protect our troops.
Hey, they have two Zandalari dead to this. I remember Pandaren rares being really a lot more dangerous than I swear rares got in the later afterwards. Like Pandaren rares were like normal rares in like for pre Pandaria were just maybe ever so slightly more dangerous than another enemy of their level, maybe slightly, or maybe they were just on par with the enemies of their level. You know. Oh, no, that was actually the guy I need to kill for the world quest. Oh, handy. You know, they might have been on par, they might have been slightly better, but it was negligible. Then come Pandaria, where they're like bosses unto themselves. I had great difficulty with them, because I was expecting the normal version. And I guess I could go down and kill this guy. But... I swear after Pandaria, they kind of regressed a bit on the potency of the rares. They just weren't as dangerous anymore. I don't know, on a certain level that kind of sucks. I like them as a difficult enemy. Soloable, certainly. I don't want them to have to be a group fight, inherently. But I do like them as a... Also, Night Hunter. The WoD one was Night Hunter. But yeah, basically Pandaren rares were like a peak in rares, and I swear they descended down over the years afterwards. They, I can't remember WoD rares really, and I'm too high level for them to even be a threat to me in any capacity, so I can't really judge what I have. But Legion rares, I don't remember them sticking out too much like the Pandaren ones. Maybe it was the case of me just after getting used to the new system, or maybe they were back to being... Oh, there's Jammer, Wild Pet. Huh. Or maybe maybe I was used to the new, like the rares, like maybe the Legion rares followed the same vein as Pandaren ones, and I was just used to the system, so it didn't stand out as much. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure in the slightest.
An evil festers in this savage place. See to it that it is driven out.
What was I saying? Maybe the rares were still on the same kind of vein as the Pandaren ones, but I was just used to it, so it didn't stand out to me. But as far as I remember, I don't think they were in the same vein. You know? But yeah, the ultimate point I'm trying to make is I found the Pandaren rares, at least at the time, surprisingly difficult for rares. Rares were normally pushovers, and I found a lot of difficulty with fighting them. Because I kept fighting them like normal, then I'll get killed by a powerful attack of theirs. And I swear that they just did that only for Pandaria, and they didn't do it again in, like, say, Legion or WoD. So, it's kind of disappointing to me, because I do like them being burly enemies, difficult, but not have to be grouped. I do like that idea. And I don't like them as, you know, pushovers, you know? I do like the middle ground of... The middle ground there, basically. of blood. Chance to do additional nature damage on melee attacks. But yeah, I like that middle ground of them being, you know, having you actually having to respect them to a certain degree. They aren't just pushovers. So let's head back. But yeah, I don't think any rare after Pandaria really followed the same vein as the Pandaren rares, you know? I don't think any did. Certainly there's nothing like the Zandalari troops, you know, the War Scouts and the War Masters in the later on things. There's none like them. Especially not in terms of reward. At 110, 111, it's beautiful. You know, rep from those world quests. It's very nice. Great week to be doing when the world quest week and the Dark Shore meet up. It's a beautiful week to be doing world quests. Because you get an extra 10% and you're getting an extra 50%. I'm not sure if do they stack additionally or multiply. Like, apparently there's different ways of adding percentages, and I don't know how they're adding them here. I don't know how they work out the bonus, but it's still beautiful whatever way they're doing it. It's still beautiful, and I'm very happy with it. Also, I realized a while back that, you know how I was like leveling my alt, my Demon Hunter, to show the Horde side of the pre-patch? I never did show the Horde side of this area. As part of, you know, the preamble to Legion, even before the pre-patch. Not the pre-patch Legion, you know, the quest chain that takes part here in Silithus before Battle for Azeroth, even before the pre-patch. Yeah, I never showed you that. Plus, I missed out on. You remember the little cutscene you got, like we got in Stormwind? I can't show you the Horde version anymore. Apparently, that's been removed. You can still show you a bit of what happens here, though. Azeroth and myself, thank you. Enhance increases armor, or whenever I take damage, I heal a little bit. Yeah, sure. I now can buy this helmet, but it's utterly useless for me. That's the issue with gating stuff behind such a cap. And I got 1,388 with the rest being wasted. If I go here, and you know, this is like the one screen you can see that bit of art on. It seems like such a waste. But yeah, we'll be doing more in that room in the next patch. We'll be bringing Mother there. I thought I was going to get another quest here to boost my artifact level. Will I get one if I log out and come back in? I thought just changing area will be enough to jig it, but seemingly not. They're also getting rid of the limit in the next patch. You can still only have 50 characters total, but they can be you can have as many on a server as you want. So I will be tempted in having all my horde and like all my characters on the one server, like all my horde alts and all my alliance alts, the ones that I'm leveling for the current series, and not all. But I wouldn't be able to move them. It'll cost way too much. Even if I was buying this via WoW tokens, I'm broke as shit. So, no. Maybe if alchemy takes off, No. I don't get a bonus. Ain't that obnoxious? Oh, it's nice to see the Earth. It is annoying how the bit gets left over. Or the bit doesn't count. Is annoying. I remember how I had the bit of rep there. I should have gotten 1,600, but I only got 1,388. The other bit went to waste, and it's such a pain. Like, seriously. So now I've only 2 more factions to get to Exalted. The Storm's Wake and Tritone Seekers. Never been quite this efficient at it before, but I suppose there's such little content to do in the expansion. You know, when you're trying to eke something out, you end up getting shite done. Actually, maybe I shouldn't queue for this since it's so reduced, and I should queue just for random battlegrounds. And since I'm gonna just be waiting, I might as well actually get some benefit out of this, and I should head to Shatrat. Basically, the reason I want to head to Shatrat is because at Shatrat, basically I can grind for rep for a faction. It's the only way to gain rep with the faction, and I don't think the faction has any quests.
Light's blessing to you.
Righteous Fury. Huh.
Be brave. You are not alone.
This way. Actually, I might get a free one here. No. I was hoping there'd be one for Shatrat, but there isn't. You know what? I probably won't do this actually. Okay, missive. Assault on the heart of Shatrat. Sagari forces from deep in Shatrat have grown stronger and bolder by the day. We can no longer risk ignoring the threat that they pose. Bring allies if you wish to face Sagari so deep in the city. Shatrat city is in the hands of Sagari forces under the leadership of the traitor Exarch Skotar. I can't say it. Members of the Shatari defense have been requesting aid against the Shadow Council forces in the eastern portions of the city. It's the frig. It still annoys me how we never actually got to do the Shatrat raid. There used to be a, basically, for those who don't know, it was originally planned that Shatrat was going to be a raid. That's why we would just call out the leader of the traitor Exarch. We fight, cut him down, and then we pull out. Because the idea was that we were going to force our way in there and actually take the city. In a quest chain, or as part of a raid, but that never came. They, like I said, they gave up on what? They ended up giving up on that. They released Tanan as instead of Tanan was meant to be part of the base expansion apparently, but then since they gave up on it, they held on to Tanan and it's like, hey, here's a new zone in a later on patch. Gave us that raid and that was it. Well, we did get another raid. Actually, after forgetting, what raids did we have in WoD? Was there 2 or 3? There was 3. Ah, yes. Was Highmaul the first, then Blackrock, then Hellfire? I think that was it. So yeah, it's okay, but sorry, I'm just trying to navigate my way down. But yeah, they just gave up on it, and we never got to see the the storyline that would have come with the Shavrat City raid, which would have been the middle of Euro's story. Super cooling tubing? Ah, this is for the trading post. They've changed that up a little, I think, because of Ashram being removed, which is nice of them. But yeah, they apparently anyway I might be a little loose with my words here, so what I'm saying might be completely accurate. Hold on. I didn't get rep for that one. Ooh, true iron. It doesn't sell well, but I'll mine it all the same. It's extra money. But I'm only getting an extra point to kill. I'm actually got no rep for the Chitauri defense for killing them. Yeah, the ones that are charging here are worth nothing. They're worth rep with your bodyguard, but they're not worth any rep with anyone else. But anyway. Yeah, so I only find death here. Yours. Didn't end up actually landing anywhere near the rare that I thought I was landing near. But yeah, anyway, basically let me rephrase what I was saying. They actually, I didn't want to kill him anyway. It was just like enemy. For Sabbath. I see darkness eternal. But yeah, they gave up on WoD, so we never got the Shavrat raid in the storyline that would come with it. Apparently that was going to be like the middle of Euro's storyline. But since, like I said, they gave up on it, we never got that. Heralds of the Legion. Ooh, actually, these should... yeah, I got 72 rep for killing that other rare, and 71 off this guy. Let's go with her stone. That is stones right here. Super cooling regulator. Ooh. Captive Sunsworn Honor Guard. Thanks, Draenei, but I have no desire to fight by your side. Because I'm a Draenei. If I was a Horde, she would. Oh, fuck you too. But yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, basically they had a plan for a Shavrat raid and quest storyline to come with that, but since they ended up giving up on the expansion, they never released that, and it's rather disappointing because, you know, that's basically while Shavrat was saved, it was saved off screen, and we ended up never seeing that bit of storyline. I'm just gonna focus on killing them rather than gathering at them because it's the killing that gets me the stuff. So I know I just have a little interest. But yeah, basically, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I might have been a bit loose with my words there, so I'll just focus on what I should be saying. And yeah, basically they had plans for a Sharad raid, and while I recognize that sometimes they do have plans for raids and they don't come true. Oh, I have to go turn this in? Oh, I never did turn in the one that was, attack on the other place. It just despawned, I think, out of my thing. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'll have to turn that in before I call quits, though, don't I? I was actually hoping I could just pop it. I was hoping it auto-completed and I could just bring up a new one. That's why I bought extra. But anyway, what am I saying? Yeah, they had plans for a Sharad raid, and while I do recognize that they have plans for stuff and they don't necessarily follow through on, the apparent consensus has been that this, this isn't one of those situations. This was just a thing they just give up on, So it's it's one thing for them. I can't. Yeah, but anyway, I can't properly express. But yeah, it's a bit of a different circumstance there. It's Ooh, there's a bonus objective here as well. Fantastic. We'll get this down. Ooh, that gave me 11. Okay, there's some stuff right here. Come on, Fellsparks. Okay, they gave little bits of rep with the Shatara defense. Little bits. It will fall in time. What am I trying to say? But yeah, this is, I don't think, the common consensus seems to have been that this wasn't one of those situations where it's a, like they have plans but they don't follow through on them kind of thing. It's a, it's more like they gave up on the expansion, so they just didn't do it kind of thing. I can't remember quite the way the person phrased it, but Bellular Gaming was talking about it, and he mightn't have quite used those words, but it just, whatever way he did say it, made it sound like not one of those situations where they plan stuff out and it just doesn't happen. They have remember in Cataclysm, they planned for a water raid to save Neptuan, but it never happened. Yeah, it's the Shara thing ends up sounding like a different situation, if you get me. That there's a different reason why it never happened. So, yeah. It's very expensive. Wait, was there like mine here? Nah, it's just outside. But yeah, it all ends up coming off as like a different circumstance to a normal situation, if you get me. Expel souls? After just vomiting souls angrily at people? Look, after Gorefiend, mate, I really hope that they were low-fat souls. Because souls just go right to your stomach. Scary Soulbiter. Doesn't really look Sagari, it looks Iron Hordy. Council supplies speed. You may have only one council supplies buff at a time. Movement speed increased by 30% for 30 minutes. But yeah, I hope what I said made sense and was accurate. But yeah, what I was aiming for was, like, they had a plan, and all like other plans. The reason this fell through was seemingly different to, other, the other example I gave. What's that? Oh, it's just random fish. I can't. The thing bugging me right now is I can't remember the exact phrasing of the thing, so it's making me hard for me to, comment on it. But yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot all about the bonus objective up here. Let's go back up and finish it. Or did I manage to complete the bonus objective without even realizing? Okay, this music is completely discordant with what's here. Okay. Here has the bonus objective. Alright, because I only got it when I started leaving. Okay, it's this over here. Okay. But yeah, I can't remember the exact phrasing, and that's bugging the hell out of me. But yeah, the general consensus seems to have been that it's different than other plans of theirs falling through. And it came down to them kind of giving up on the expansion and focusing more on region. That's why it fell through. So it's different to, say, the Cataclysm raid I mentioned there. It's its own case. So yeah.